Hi there, and welcome back to The Practice Life. I'm calling this episode Caitlin Clark is my guru. Now, you know, guru means teacher, but I am finding that Caitlin Clark, the now 23-year-old phenom from Dubuque, Iowa, who has turned women's sports on its head, has become one of my great teachers. And a few weeks ago, I gathered with women from around the world and I explained why. And I explained why Caitlin Clark might be your guru too. So I'm going to share that conversation with you because I think it's incredibly valuable. And if you don't know who Caitlin Clark is, how could you not know who she is? I'm going to explain it at the beginning of that talk, and I'll be back to wrap it all up in just a second. Grab your notebook, grab something to write with, because, my friend, it just might be you're about to step into your greatness too. I am a University of Iowa Hawkeye, and I'm a proud Hawkeye. Go Hawks, go Hawks. I had a time of my life there. I still have some of the greatest friends of my life from that time. And I go back, I've served on boards there, I've given the commencement address. I'm a Hawkeye through and through. So 4 years ago, they recruited a basketball player for the women's basketball team from Dubuque. And over she came. And she has now created such a sensation. She took this team that did nothing before, and the last 2 years of her playing took them to the championship game. I mean, that's a big deal to be one of two teams standing in the country. Then she's the number one draft pick. What has happened is because she's so skilled, there's something about her. She kind of has that Oprah thing. You'd be like, why her and not her? Well, there's just something. There's a God light, there's a universe light, there's a force, there's something. It's hard to explain because there've been other really good players. But I mean, she throws the ball up from half court and it goes in. She's a they call those logo 3-point shots from her. So the NBA guys just slathering over her, thinking that she's so awesome. So she's got that thing, she's got that energy. So not only has she changed women's college basketball, do you think I watched a women's college basketball game? Not one. I'd be like, I don't really want to see that. And you just keep rooting for, okay, now hopefully the guys can come through this year. I'm ashamed to admit it now because now my perspective has been so widened. Never watched. But then all of a sudden, there's this girl the NBA stars are talking about, and she's from my school. So I start watching, and I'm like, wow, this is incredible. So I don't miss a game on TV. I'm streaming, I'm however I can get it, I'm watching. So what happens is she gets so into the zeitgeist that everywhere first of all, Iowa sells out. Nobody's selling out the women's college basketball games. They used to have to drape black fabric so it wouldn't look so empty. Nobody's doing that. Selling out. Selling out more than the guys' teams. Everywhere Iowa would go to play, sell out. Sell out crowds, sell out crowds, sell out crowds. Change the game for women's college basketball. These arenas are now sold out. And sometimes when Iowa would come to play, they'd have to move to a bigger arena to accommodate the looky-loos, the people who wanted a taste of it. So number one draft pick, she gets drafted by the Indiana Fever. Oh, let me tell you. Let me tell you. I mean, thrown on her butt almost every game, elbowed, hard fouled, like just here's this girl from Dubuque just like getting slammed. Rookie of the year, makes the all-star team. She will no doubt lead this team to a championship. But here's the other thing. Every WNBA game is now that she first of all, her home team sold out every place they travel. Sold out, have to move to a bigger arena. Now, you would think there would be joy in Mudville, that the WNBA would be like, yeah, we're finally on the map. Pretty much. But then there's those who be like, well, she doesn't get all the credit. It's all that business. No, there was good people before her. Yes, but you had two people in their stands. And now it's sold out. You have this new economy of monies around women's sports. You have this new interest, this new attention. So that's a very big deal to change a business around sports in America and have it be women. I mean, it's crazy. I don't even know how it happened. So on Saturday, she went back and to Iowa City. I wish I could have gone. A lot of my sorority sisters were there, and they put her after Iowa beat number 4 USC in a shocking game. They weren't supposed to win. Caitlin's jersey was retired. It was hung on the rafters to the ceiling. And if you go to Instagram, you can see. Now it looks like I was at the game. I just took it off my TV. I was like this. So I took it off my TV, and here's what I said. Here's where I'm going. So now you know who she is. She just turned 23. And Saturday, she returned to the stadium where the sports world began to take notice. I find her one of the most inspirational women of our time. Do you hear what I'm saying? Of our time. And here's why. She is unapologetic about her greatness. No hiding her light under a bushel barrel to keep from making others feel bad or even worse, jealous. She doesn't seem to care if others like her or not. And if she does just a little bit, she will not let it interfere with her embodying every bit of her greatness. She knows who she trusts, and she pours into them and receives equally. She's not caught in the trying trap of being the best. I'm trying. She either is the best or she is becoming the best. She loves what she does. She loves it to the point of joyous passion. She will likely never hate her job. She makes decisions that are best for her, despite the pressure to cave. She is creating a full, rich, amazing life and enjoying it immensely. She lives her values and lives her dream. No matter what your circumstances are today, my friends, no matter how old you are right now or how many mistakes you've made in your life, take some pages out of her remarkable book. It's not too late to claim your greatness. If you are willing to stop shrinking, pleasing, and holding yourself down. That's what I have to say tonight. That is what I have to say tonight. Let us be led and inspired by a 23-year-old who's raised in a different time without our crappy training, telling us to be quiet, not bother anybody, don't let anybody be jealous of you, don't be a tall poppy, whatever. Let us be inspired by a 23-year-old. Now, there are a lot of gals in the league who are, I mean, they're so jealous it's paralyzing them. And they have their own work to do. But is she like, oh, I don't want you not to like me, so hell no. She will not hide her light under a bushel barrel. She will not sacrifice her greatness to be liked. I'm telling you. And the decisions she's making for herself, her life, I'm just like, Jesus. Jeepers, my friends. It's the joy of seeing how different things can be right now for a 20-year-old and what the messages could be if their parents are super sharp and their mentors are super sharp. But here's what I do want to say. This is not happening. It's not about basketball. I don't play basketball. I don't know how. It's about something else. It's about seeing what's possible. And that is what Caitlin Clark can do for you and for me as an inspirational 23-year-old. Just watch her. It's not too late to claim your greatness, but you're going to have to be willing to give up some old patterns. Shrinking. You get a compliment, you're like, oh, well, it's not that great. I don't feel that good. I mean, that is just burned in me. Don't ever let somebody think that you think you're all that. If you're willing to stop shrinking, if you're willing to stop pleasing and holding yourself down, because nobody else is doing it, we got another chance. We got up today. We are in this conversation. We are in this group together, having this conversation. And Laura, I don't know that she's humble. I know that word's rolling right off your tongue because we're all supposed to be that. I don't think she's very humble. She's very accurate about her own gifts and greatness. What she is she's not a braggart. But she'll tell you she's the best. She'll tell you. But she'll say, I didn't do it alone, which is a nice thing to say. And it's also true. But without her, none of this would be happening. And it is lining the pockets of gazillions of people. Do you know that WNBA, that they took commercial flights to get to their games? Can you imagine that jackassery of that? I mean, try to take a commercial flight to go anywhere. I mean, I don't have to be somewhere at a certain time anymore. But can you imagine? You got all those players and coaches who have to get somewhere in order to play a game, and they were flying commercial. Caitlin comes, all of a sudden they pony up the money for private air. It's so great. So I say that to say there's something there. And if it speaks to you at all, don't be afraid to let a 23-year-old super phenom who is doing something that hasn't ever been done, don't be afraid to let her be your inspiration. And you aren't different. You're older than she is. But you're not different. You're women in this world and this time. And I say, let that be something. Let that be something for you. So that was my talk, my explanation of why Caitlin Clark is my guru, and why I think you should think about perhaps she could be your inspiration too. You know, we're not trained. If you're a woman of a certain age, you are not trained. You are not trained to step in your greatness. But I'm just here to tell you, it is not too late. It is not too late for you to step into your greatness too. Thanks for listening to The Practice Life. If you want to add a beautiful micro practice to your life, a fabulous, when you first wake up practice that's 3 minutes or less. You could have it in your hands in just minutes. Go to sherrysalata.com/free network. It takes just a minute to sign up, and you will be streaming Morning Magic for free. And it's good. Hey, it might be the first mini step you take on your path to stepping into your own greatness. I'll see you next time.